So I'm Kim Perry. I'm the Chief Growth Officer of Intelligent. I am based out of Minneapolis, even though our company is based out of Vancouver, British Columbia. And I started about a year ago when we formally commercialized the organization. So it's been mostly an R&D company for 7 years, and we're having our coming out party for the last year.
Oh, interesting. Keen to learn a little bit more about that. And Vancouver represent, I've worked for an organization headquartered in Vancouver as well. So lovely city. But tell me about Intelligent a little bit more and a little bit more about that journey, actually, just in terms of the R&D side and then where it's anticipated.
Yeah, so I would say the category we fall into is medical grade NLP, natural language processing. I like to oversimplify things for myself. So the oversimplification is in a world of AI where 80% of the medical record is unstructured and unreadable by a computer, that's going to be a problem. So that's the problem that we're solving for, is looking at the clinical notes and the unstructured notes in medical records and structuring it so computers can read it. The journey we've been on, the founding story is actually pretty amazing. So our founder, we have 4 founders, but one of them is a radiologist, but even before going to med school, he was a network engineer. So his brain works in computers. He went to medical school, became a radiologist, and then did his informatics fellowship at the Brigham, where he was presented with the problem, right? His day job as a trauma and ER radiologist was reading the reports, the radiology reports, the x-rays, to understand the clinical backgrounds of the patients presenting, and his brain went to, this is silly, why can't a computer help me do my job so I don't have to read hundreds of reports? And he was introduced to an open source software platform at the time. He built an app for himself to use. The app worked, but the reality is the NLP didn't work enough or wasn't accurate enough to be usable in his day job. So he sort of had the problem, would love to have found a solution, realized that there were no solutions available in the market. He then moved to British Columbia, was introduced and networked with our CTO, who's a full professor in computer science, learned under the godfather of NLP, if you will. And these two came together and talked about, if given the opportunity, they would like to build from the ground up medical grade or clinical grade NLP solution. And they knew it was going to take a while. So they estimated it was going to take about 7 years, which proved to be true. So it's been really a labor of love and kind of an R&D for about 7 years, even though we did find our beta client about 5 years of that journey, which really allowed us to continue to hone the feature set and the accuracy off of one of the most mature clients and their needs. So really coming out of that, we have what we believe is the most mature product and ready for commercialization.
Exciting, having that research backing and the strong theoretical academic background to then also have that reference site to kind of work with and understand what those implications in real time. Sounds like you're in an exciting position now to really make an impact. So where are you finding the biggest opportunities today in this quickly evolving area of healthcare and the emerging technologies available? Where best are you placed to solve some of the biggest problems?
Yeah, I mean, the short answer is a lot of different places, so we're applicable across healthcare, but the way I like to define it a little narrowly is within the payers, the health systems, the life sciences, and life insurance and reinsurance verticals are where we find the opportunities. Examples, from a payer perspective, they have a lot of use cases that could be enhanced if they have clinical data available to use. So healthcare economics, risk adjustment, prior authorization, care management, payment integrity are just some examples of where the payers are looking to use clinical data to optimize. Health systems, now that they have critical mass of clinical data with the EMRs, are asking themselves some questions that unfortunately they can't answer with their EMR, so they're looking to build analytics capabilities to allow them to answer some of these complex clinical questions. And also research. Academic medical research, there's a lot of use cases there. Life sciences and pharmaceutical companies, they're looking to use clinical data to inform drug discovery, to help with cohort identification for clinical trials, as well as even post-commercialization, that real-world evidence to help with reimbursement. And then finally, life insurance, reinsurance, it's really the underwriting use cases where the kind of chart review comes in.
Yeah.
So really, a lot of use cases across the whole healthcare ecosystem.
Yeah, it's a vast kind of application of in different areas. And I guess coming into HIMSS for this week, where have you seen those priorities, or are there particular solutions that are catching a lot of people's attention? What's front of mind for the people that you're speaking to here at HIMSS?
Yeah, I think front of mind, I mean, the trends that I'm seeing are really in 2 areas, which is the payer trend. Their desire to get access to clinical data has really peaked over the last year, to be honest. And now that they have clinical data. They're having critical mass in clinical data. They're really narrowing in on the use cases, which shouldn't be starting with general healthcare economics and kind of understanding the risk of their members, but also on the life sciences side, which we're not seeing a lot here at HIMSS in particular, but we have seen some kind of in the therapeutic space, trying to understand how we could help advance of the clinical trial acceleration.